please make a bunch of noise right now for my friend Josh Johnson!
I watch a lot of true crime documentaries and series and stuff, and I like to watch the ones that, as best as possible, don't involve murder, because genuinely I'll be like, oh, this is wild, but this is also very sad. So I like the ones where it's like a robbery. You know what I mean? I like when it's like a huge drug bust, something you can really sink your teeth into without being like, oh, there is a family to be sad for. You know what I mean? And what I love is the process of when the person is sure they're not going to talk. You know what I mean? They'll bring somebody in, and when the person gets brought in, some people really hang tough. Some people, you know, door slams behind them. I've never been to jail, but I hear the doors are heavy. Door slams behind them. They actually get more tough. They sit in an interrogation like, what? I'm not gonna tell you nothing. You want something out of me? You got the wrong one. Okay? And then there's other people, that door slams, and as soon as it slams, they're like, listen, I wasn't there, all right? It was Robert. It was Terry, Robert and Terry. It was their plan anyway. If anything, I'm an innocent bystander. I was just in the car. Y'all know when y'all arrested us, I was in the back seat. That's for a reason. I wasn't even the getaway driver. I thought we were going to McDonald's. Like, just, there are some people who snitch so fast. Even the police can't write it down fast enough. Police are like, well, we got it on tape too, but yeah, this is too fast for the shorthand. Imagine you snitch so fast you make a cop go, hold on. Take a breath. Because you never know who it's gonna be. There are some people who were, you know, whether it was gang activity, it's mob activity, there are people who are like the run of the litter, and they're the ones that actually hold out. They're like, I'm not telling you anything. I don't even think you have enough on me. Let's play. Let's roll the dice. And then there are people, no matter how tatted up, no matter how affiliated, it might even run in the family. They might be somebody who is third generation, but they don't want to be in prison. They don't want to be in jail. And so as soon as they have the opportunity, they tell them everything. Things they didn't even ask. You see a lot of it, you know? Then you have people who at first don't tell. Then they're ready to talk after like a couple years. You know what I mean? After a couple years, you know, have enough mold on your sandwich that you're like, it's really not worth it. Like, nobody coming to visit me. Like, no. That's what makes me wonder what must be going through Ghislaine Maxwell's mind. You know what I mean? Look, I'm no legal expert, but I do find it wild that in this supposed cabal, this supposed billionaire ring of predators, that the only one you caught is the one you're ready to make a deal with. And a deal for what? You know what I mean? Exposing more names? Bringing other people down? Probably not. Probably just being bribed to not say the president's name. You know? And look, I could be wrong. I don't think I am. Because you've already seen Trump float the idea of pardoning Ghislaine Maxwell. We even know from old tapes they thought about pardoning her way back when she got sentenced. You know? And yeah, no, I agree. I'm not a fan of it. She's not here. I'm not a fan. The boo. This is somebody's essence being booed. Like this. No, it is genuinely insane what's happening because, you know, Trump floated the pardon. He even was asked by the press if he would pardon Ghislaine Maxwell, and he goes, look, I could, but let's not talk about it right now. What an insane thing to say. You got asked a yes or no question, and you somehow answered worse than yes or no. I've never been doing a test and got a true false and put maybe. I don't know, you the teacher, you tell me. That's insane. Already floated a pardon in front of us, maybe to gauge our reaction. Maybe if there's not enough outrage, the pardon will go ahead. And then DOJ goes, have a conversation with Ghislaine Maxwell. And already, I think it was today, just today, she's been moved from the prison and she was in to a minimum security facility somewhere else. Thought we covered this. I too hope she can feel your boos. I hope boos work like laxatives, you know. Ghislaine Maxwell just sitting in jail right now. You know, boos don't travel that fast, and so it comes in waves out of nowhere. She's having a conversation. Oh yeah, Trump and Epstein were there. Ooh. That's my hope. No idea if that's the case. But, you know, you see this sort of thing happening. It feels insane. It feels insane to watch in real time. This is the only person, the one person that got caught, the one person that's being held accountable. And everybody's so obsessed with like the idea of a list or more people or whoever they want to be on the list being on the list that they forget that there were real people that deserve justice. And the idea that the only person that we've so far got might go free is unacceptable, you know? Because you see Trump floating, pardoning Ghislaine Maxwell, and I can't imagine what it must be like to be a Trump aide. Like your nose must bleed every day. It's like, yeah, I'm thinking of pardoning Ghislaine Maxwell, and the aide is like, what? I asked you what you want for breakfast. If anything, I think I am a little bit, I'm trying to figure out how to put this. I feel sorry for my friends who didn't see it coming because they still believed in like a system and they still believed in like laws and they believed that jail existed for like a reason, you know? And I am, I'm black. So I kind of saw a good portion of this coming. It's like, anyone who's genuinely shocked that Ghislaine Maxwell might get a pardon and that she's already been moved to a minimum security prison after being convicted, but then talking to the DOJ under like new light. Anyone who's surprised by that has never watched the first 48 before. And they think that people aren't going to see through it. You know, this is a lot like when you're in school and you didn't do your homework, but you remembered there was homework right as the teacher says, pass up the homework. And so you fighting. You've never worked a pencil harder. You fighting to get words on a page. It doesn't even make sense what you're saying. It's you going over the whole scarlet letter as fast as you can. And then you pass it up. Teacher collects all the papers and you think, maybe I got away with it. All we had to do was 300 words summarized in the last chapter of Scarlet Letter. I think I did it. Pulled it off. Felt like 300. Might have been 290. And then class is going on. Maybe you have to read while the teacher grades the homework, and then teacher says your name. Calls you up to the front. You're like, okay, don't panic. Maybe I did a good job so fast she's impressed. That's a possibility. And then you walk up to the front, and the teacher's like, did you do this just now? And you don't know what to do. You're caught. You're caught. She caught you. But there's another part of you that's like, maybe if I die with the lie, she'll believe me. What? Just now? No, I did this at home. And she's like, you sure? You're like, uh-oh, she's on to me. Yes, I did this at home. And then she was like, oh, okay, great. That's good news. I was worried that you did it just now, which means you wouldn't have your math homework. And then you remembered that this has been math class the entire time. That at least feels like what Trump is going through. Because if Trump was smart, he would have done all this stuff a long time ago when it could have maybe still been believable. But now, everybody sees through it. Oh, it's crazy. It's so crazy. And then, on top of that, this is already insane enough. Already, there's so many ties to Donald Trump, Ghislaine Maxwell, Jeffrey Epstein, that even a pardon just feels like it would be happening in our faces, right? There's no misunderstanding about the conflict of interest. There's no misunderstanding about what her role is if she does testify in front of Congress or whoever. And there's no misunderstanding about what the quid pro quo is between the two of them. You know what I mean? And even in that moment, on top of all that, Donald Trump floats pardoning Diddy. And it's like, that one doesn't even have anything to do with you. I don't think. Don't you have enough to deal with? That's crazy. As someone who is not in jail, I'm sweating about everybody who's about to be out of jail. This is insane. So then already the public, especially by the media, somewhat, somewhat potentially unintentional, but the media did a disservice to the public when it came to Diddy's trial, because there's a lot that we know of Diddy. There's a lot that we know that he did, that he's alleged to have done. And I think that the state put forward a remarkably bad case to try to lock Diddy up, because I think from the public's view, they see the trial and you see it through the lens that the media is selling. The media wants you to keep watching, they want you to tune in every day. And so they make it look like he's about to do 10,000 years, right? They really hype this thing up. They never really mention that all the while the trial is going on, pieces are getting dropped. Left and right, charges are getting dropped. There's things that the state is focusing on. There's things that the state is dropping. There's things that we understand that Diddy is at least allegedly done from all the documentaries that came out. You would think that Diddy was 16 OJs, the way that he had documentaries coming out about him every month. Everything Diddy ever did to anybody, they got their own documentary on Tubi, on HBO, on Hulu. Everywhere. Oh, he hung me out of a window. Like, just nonstop stories, right? But it's important to remember what he's being charged with and what he's on trial for. So then things would even come up during the trial. Things that are illegal, that they were just talking about plainly, all to get to the thing he's actually being charged with. So as bad as this testimony sounds, and as many things that are going on, you have to remember, these are not the things he's being charged with. And I think that media got carried away. I think the news got carried away because they finally had something juicy, something big, something that they knew was going to last for days, weeks, months, that wasn't the same old stuff. Something that had a bunch of intrigue in it. Apparently there's all these tapes. Apparently he has all this blackmail on all of Hollywood. There's all these things that were supposed to be coming out during the trial, you know? And then the state supposedly makes their case. They read out the verdict. Everyone is sure that this man is about to do 10 million years. And then they read the first one, not guilty. And they start reading them, and there's 5 charges, and 3 of them not guilty. The 3 that carried the most weight, the 3 that had like a minimum 15, 20 years, you know? And then there's 2 misdemeanors. Those 2 misdemeanors he is found guilty of. The people are perplexed. How is he found guilty of these things that are at least tangentially related to the other charges that he hasn't been found guilty for? What's happening, right? And those charges, the things that he was convicted of, they don't carry some mandatory minimum. You know, he could get time served. He could get up to 10 years. He could still do 20 years. But it's not likely that he'll do 20 years, because that is the most extreme of cases where you give people the maximum. And I even rewatched a little bit of the reading of the verdict, and I just thought to myself, could get time served. Why would you bother pardoning him? Like, he might already be walking out of jail that day. That's such a crazy thing to do. You don't have enough going on with everybody thinking you were like on an island 152 times or whatever. To be a Trump aide, you must need heart medication, because they already try to convince him, look, that looks bad if you just pardon Ghislaine out of nowhere after all this time and everything, after everything she knows, and the pictures that y'all are in together, all the pictures that you're 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 in together, the other pictures that you're in together, the pictures that you're in together, all of the pictures that you're in together, plus, she did have 19 phone numbers for you. That's not a good look either. And then Trump says, I see what you're saying. I understand. All right, look, what we're gonna do, we do best. All right, gonna run a little interference. We're gonna run a little distraction, okay? And we're also gonna pardon Sean Diddy Combs at the same time. Karen, press secretary, must be fighting demons. I can't imagine. Look, everyone, whether it's Kellyanne Conway, it's Sean Spicer, anyone who has had to represent the Trump administration, go out to the press and answer questions. Look, I understand they chose that job. I understand that they chose to be there. But to a degree, you do have to wonder what the conversation is like before they go out. When they get handed a binder, and at the last second, one of the aides says, and he gonna pardon Diddy. So, no matter who it was, whether it was Sarah Huckabee Sanders, anyone who has represented the administration on the news or in the press room or anything like that, there's at least been 1 or 2 days where they had a 1,000-yard stare because they were like, how am I gonna pull this together? Because look, things came out during Diddy's trial, things that made you think, of course, this jury is gonna find this man guilty. They have to look at everything that they've heard, but you gotta remember the things he was on trial for and the things that they heard didn't always line up. There was one day of testimony that truly blew me away in that case, and that's hard to say because plenty of those days were rough to listen to. But there is one day in particular that has stuck with me in a different way than the other days. It was the day that Kid Cudi testified. Now, famously, still somehow allegedly, Diddy supposedly blew up Kid Cudi's car. You're bringing the man who has his car blown up to testify. You would think that that'd be one of the charges. I've never blown up a car in my life. But if I was brought to court to sit and hear testimony of my crimes, I would imagine the car blowing up would be one of them listed. Anyway, they bring in Kid Cudi. Kid Cudi's testifying about the timeline when he dated Cassie, things that happened between him and Diddy. And then he describes a day that is truly harrowing. Kid Cudi is testifying that while he was gone, he was actually, I believe, spending some time with Cassie, that Diddy hears about the relationship, is very upset about it, and Diddy went to and broke into Kid Cudi's house, right? So already, Diddy in your home, that's terrifying. Diddy in your home is the devil's version of Elf on the Shelf. You don't know what he gonna do. You don't know where he gonna be. Oof. So Diddy was in his home. Now, I'm a little fuzzy on this part, but apparently, I believe at least, that it was Diddy's assistant that called Kid Cudi to let him know, hey, okay, ooh, how do I tell you this? There's no good way. Diddy in your house. He is all up in your house. I mean, I drove him. He made me. He's like, where you live? And I was like, and we went over to your house. And so he's in your house. I'm not now. I'm outside. You know, he told me to wait here. I don't know what he gonna do. And so, Kid Cudi rushes home. And not only is he rushing home, he actually, this is at least as I understand it, must have Diddy's number because they had a conversation. And he was like, yo, you in my house? You in my house? Bass in voice, ready to beat somebody down. You in my house? And apparently, Diddy very calmly said, yeah. Kid Cudi better than me. If it was me, I wouldn't have a home anymore. If it was me, I'd be like, all right, then you got it. Then that's I mean, if you're already there. Someone breaking and entering into your home and then calmly telling you they broke and entered into your home is more terrifying than I think y'all are giving it credit for. Because then Cudi, apparently, according to testimony, was like, I'm headed there right now, like ready to really beat this dude down, right? And then Diddy said, okay, I'll be waiting for you. I wasn't in court. I had to read all this, and I haven't read a novel by Stephen King scarier than what I read between the two of them. Kid Cudi gets home, Diddy's gone. He walks into the house. Now, that's braver than me. I would assume he's already planted a bomb somewhere. But Kid Cudi walks into the house, is looking around, assessing the damage, and while Diddy was there, he put Kid Cudi's dog in the bathroom, then opened all his Christmas presents and left. That is so insane. We are dealing with pure evil. That is so insane. Open all his Christmas presents. How is he all at once one of the most menacing figures that hip hop has ever seen and a third grade bully? How is it possible that both of these characters hold the same space in the same body? Because that is so particularly evil. He said, I walked over, Christmas presents unwrapped. I opened the bathroom door, my dog confused. And why wouldn't the dog be confused? Let's, for a moment, if you will, put yourself in the dog's paws, all right? You're a dog. You a dog. You're a dog. And you're at home, chilling, as you should be. And then the door opens. Oh, Papa? No, it's not the owner that you love. It's Sean Diddy Combs. I don't know what type of dog Cudi has. I don't know if it's a Scooby-Doo type dog, but I imagine any dog would be like, really? And then Diddy walks over to you confidently, like he knows you. And then he puts you in the bathroom and you're like, okay, I guess that's the best possible outcome. Oh, wow, okay, oof. I thought something way worse was gonna happen. I'm not gonna lie to you. Wow, that's great. From what I've heard about you, the bathroom, man, I don't love it in here, but it's better than whatever you're about to do. And then Sean Diddy Combs opens all the Christmas presents and goes, well, my work is done here, and exits. This is how evil what he did is. He already messed up the call to the police. Because now you're going to call the police and have to explain to the police that the only thing that Diddy stole from you was wonder. that call to the police. You gotta call the police and tell them that Diddy, and the police are asking you very reasonable questions. They're over here like, is he still in the home? I don't know. Hopefully that would make this whole thing a bit more serious. Right now he's left it at hilarious. Which is a sick thing to do. No, it's truly insane. Not even destroyed, unwrapped. I can't leave this alone until y'all recognize how dirty this is. Imagine. Lots of people here celebrate Christmas. Lots of people exchange Christmas gifts. Imagine if you came home and there just wasn't paper. And now everybody in the family either like happy or disappointed, like, oh, you got me the Theragun that we're like a couple months out, so can I have it now, I guess? Truly an evil man. And Trump is floating, pardoning Diddy. Even before, this was odd, even before this Epstein stuff popped up, Trump had floated the idea of pardoning Diddy mid-trial. And I was like, I didn't know they went together like that. That's weird. Imagine being a white man in your 80s and your favorite rapper is Diddy. No Raekwon, no Rakim, no Run DMC, Diddy. Okay. And even then he had floated the idea of pardoning Diddy. And who knows, maybe something happened. Maybe some money exchanged hands. Maybe somebody said something to somebody and started it in motion and everything. But I can tell you this, justice system aside, the only person working hard to make sure that Diddy doesn't get a pardon, it isn't the state. No. It's not like the DA or the lead prosecutor or anything like that. The person working their hardest to make sure that Diddy does not get a pardon, that he doesn't get released back into society is 50 Cent. 50 Cent was so excited when Diddy was arrested. There's a video. You can watch the video. It's about 8 seconds long, but it's very, very funny. And it is 50 Cent laughing in the car when I guess he heard the news that Diddy had been arrested. And this man is chuckling. The joy on this man's face. And then he's chuckling to himself and he goes, he gonna spend Christmas in jail. I've never hated anybody that much. That's so good. Oh, he gonna spend Christmas in jail. He was laughing hard. He was laughing the way that sitcoms used to make people laugh. Like, just, Christmas in jail. And so when 50 Cent heard that Donald Trump was floating pardon for Diddy, he went to work. He did what he does best. He trolled. 50 Cent just started posting everything bad that Diddy ever said about Donald Trump and tagging Donald Trump. man went, is this your friend? I wouldn't do that if I was you, Mr. President. You won't believe what he said about you. Oh, no. No. No, Donald Trump, this is not one of your African Americans, okay? It's been tough. I've been trying to find, like, really, whether I'm reading or I'm watching, I've been trying to find pretty much any news story that isn't about Trump and Epstein, you know? And I came across one that genuinely shocked me in Florida. They, yeah. In Florida, the Tallahassee police arrested Chuck E. Cheese at Chuck E. Cheese. Apparently, Chucky had done some wire fraud. And so the Tallahassee police showed up to the Chuck E. Cheese. And they were ready to take him in, all right? Cuffs already out. And they arrested Chucky mid-birthday party. You couldn't wait an hour and a half? You know where he is. It's not like he's gonna get far in the costume. They arrested Chucky. Those poor kids. Imagine. Picture, if you will, being 6 years old, and you're having a birthday party at Chuck E. Cheese because the economy is not doing great. But you're having a good time, you're enjoying it, you're like, cheese pizza, so they say. Delicious yum, right? You're just trying to put on a good face. You jump into the ball pit that is not nearly deep enough. The ball pit that is full of children under the balls because every kid thought it was the funniest thing in the world to pop up out of the balls, but that meant that the ball pit was actually a hard surface because it's made of bodies. You jump into the ball pit doing like a big old face plant thinking you're gonna slide down into the balls, and you just bang heads with another child. You get out of the ball pit concussed. Chucky offers you a flat Diet Coke. Look, there's a hierarchy to costumed mascots. Now, the most athletic are gonna go to teams. You ever been to a sports game and you see their mascot stretches before, they doing wild moves like You go to Disney, there's a lot of walking, but it's a lot of poise. It's a lot of like the stances, you know. You get somebody that's doing goofy, and they're really doing goofy. They got the, you know what I mean? Chucky. Chucky, as far as like costumed mascots go, Chucky doing a lot of the same. Trying to figure out how to put this. Chucky, the qualifications to be Chucky at Chuck E. Cheese are a lot like the qualifications to work at a Waffle House, okay? You're gonna get in the costume, they're gonna tell you do your best, all right? Do your absolute best, and if somebody's swinging at you, you can swing back after they hit you the first time. You gotta let them get that first hit in. If you hit first, that's assault, all right? And you'll be fired. But look, if they put hands on you first, then hey, you gotta get it how you live and go ahead and swing on them. So imagine you're surprised when at your 6th-year birthday party, you're celebrating 6 years on this planet, and it hasn't been a great 6. You're a little too young to remember COVID, but you know mom and dad are weird. You clapping with your friends. And Chucky's doing his thing, trying to find the beat. And you're like, I think he doing something. I can't tell. And then the Tallahassee police walk in. And they cuff Chucky right there in front of you for wire fraud. Y'all couldn't wait. You know where he works. He wasn't gonna get away. No, we gotta cuff him right now in front of the children. Traumatize them. Nah, forget these kids. We gotta dish out justice real quick. Now the kids distraught. They over here. You know that? Okay, all right. I'm sorry. It's funny because it's like I can see the kids being like, what'd he do? What'd he do? You know that rumble in the throat when you really cry? There's a certain way you can cry when you're 6 that you never cry again. This is like honestly, a 6-year-old will drop an ice cream and they'll be like, just mixing Disney voices, half Ursula, half Jafar. What'd he do? Let him go, he ain't did nothing. Kids out here vouching for him. He was here the whole time. Because you know that. You know when a kid cry long enough, they start coughing. When a kid get real upset and they full of mediocre pizza. Yo, free Chucky! Yo, free Chucky! Oh. Now you getting arrested at Chuck E. Cheese, they perp walking you slow just to embarrass you. Y'all really couldn't wait till he got out the costume too, because you know he can't walk fast with those feet. He still got the costume feet on and everything. So now they over here. They get Chucky outside. Slam him up against that car. Boom. Patting Chucky down. Why you need to pat Chucky down? That would be wild though. Chucky had like a full-on Glock on him, like this. That would be crazy. If Chucky he doesn't care where he is. He could be at Chuck E. Cheese. He could be in the streets. He keep that thing on him. The thing that I think would have been probably the toughest for the police, because I personally read about this. I didn't see video, so I don't know if this happened or not. But it would be hard. It'd be very difficult to, open up that car door. And when they walked him out, they did it in full costume. Like the head was still on. Like, that's crazy. This is a personal vendetta now that you have with Charles Entertainment Cheese. That you couldn't at least take the head off in Chuck E. Cheese. Imagine they take the head off. I mean, I'm sure the kids would have been more upset. Chucky Black! I could have sworn. Anyway. Look, there's not full video that I saw. This is all what I've read, but it's gonna be hard to put your hand on the back of Chucky's head and get him in the car without it looking like police brutality. Because it's not gonna fit. The head is too big. So now you over here, watch your head. Kids at the glass of the door. You know how Chuck E. Cheese built. They at the glass like, no! They beat up Chucky. Police like, no, I'm trying to get the head in. No, he won't fit. He can't even feel it like that. No, don't do that. Everybody start recording. Look what they doing to Chucky, y'all. And they take you down to the police station. Perp walking you. Downtown. Imagine if you got arrested that day. For possession of illicit substances. It could be anything. It could be acid, it could be shrooms, it could be anything. And you got arrested for possession. You're not a dealer. They caught you doing, essentially, a victimless crime, trying to enjoy yourself, enjoy your Saturday. Maybe you don't have your life together. Maybe you're not invited to your kid's birthday party. As you get arrested, you're sitting downtown, waiting to be processed, and then Ayo. I know I got a right to remain silent. I know this may hurt me in court. But did a giant mouse just walk through here fully arrested? Oh, thank goodness. I thought I was still very high from drugs. It's insanity, you know what I mean? Now you gotta do everything. How you gonna take Chucky fingerprints? These aren't even functional. I don't know if they feet or hands, but they're not. Mug shot too. Those mug shots are cold. They're just like, ready, face me. Turn. Turn. No. Now you gotta sit in holding. Imagine all you did was get a little drunk. Maybe get into a fight at a bar, you sitting in the drunk tank, and the only other is Chucky a person? Nobody else in there but you and Chuck E. Cheese. And whether it's jail or a birthday, they never really gave, at least that I know of, Chucky a voice. Chucky was always silent. At every birthday party I had at Chuck E. Cheese, Chucky was silent. You know, do the... Imagine you sitting there with Chuck E. Cheese in jail. You're wondering how your life took this turn. You look over at Chucky, and Chucky mad. Chucky like, you know, I thought I had that wire fraud on lock. I'm wondering who snitched. I'm wondering what went wrong, yeah? You look over at Chucky, and Chucky's like, what you looking at, dog? You got a problem? But all you see is... Yo, you want step? I'm just saying that in this like kangaroo circus of a court and justice system where we know the government is playing in our face, playing with really dangerous people who have done terrible things. If you're gonna pardon Ghislaine Maxwell, if you're gonna pardon Diddy, then at least yo, free Chucky, all right? Denver, y'all been phenomenal. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. I love visiting my white friends because they always got new pets. They always got new pets they think are normal. Because, like, we all read fairy tales and stuff. We were little. We all watched the Jungle Book. I don't know what was happening. I was raised by black people, so I have no idea what was happening in white households. But I feel like there were extra chapters in those books. Because white people really out here thinking every animal is their friend. Like, that's... Dude, white communion with nature is, like, almost upsetting. It's like... And I went over to my buddy's house, and something hit me in my face, like real hard. And I thought it was a garbage bag, right? And I was like, it's not even air conditioning here for a garbage bag to be floating around. So I was like, and it was loud too, like it hit me like, and then I turned around, I was like, what was that? He's like, oh, I forgot to tell you, I got a bat. You got a what? He's like, no, I got a bat. I'm like, where, what?
the fuck you live in a studio? You have a bat. Where's it even sleep? And he's like, Josh, it sleeps in the closet. He answered me like I was being unreasonable. He's like, Josh, it sleeps in the closet. That's insane. It really is. I got another buddy. He got his dog. This is the oldest dog I've ever seen in my life. This dog, 22. It's so old. You know how when dogs get old enough, their bark change? This dog bark like, bark. It's half scream, half bark. The dog is so old, it got human problems. So he take your dog to the vet and be like, oh yeah, his psoriasis acting up. God damn. What the fuck does that happen? And then the vet like, yeah, he's got a little bit of dementia. I'm like, dementia? This dog gonna be meowing in 3 days. That's crazy as hell. That dog went, bark, bark, meow. And it's crazy too, because because his back legs, he didn't even have an accident. His back legs just done being legs. Like, his back legs are like, bro, we 22. Like, we are 6,000 in dog years. It's done. And so then they got him the wheelchair for dogs. You know what I mean? But then, he don't really know how to use it, so he adjusts it. But now he can finally, like, really run again because it's wheel powered now. And so now he be running, but then can't fully control where he going. So then he'll be turning, and the shit look like Tokyo Drift. It's the dopest shit I've ever seen, because the dog will get excited and start running, and they're like, no, that's fair. It's just crazy, because like when you okay, this is where you won't like me anymore. At least with dogs, there's like that could be your best friend, but you can see, oh, okay, they don't have a quality of life that is not good, so I'm gonna go ahead and, take them to the vet and, put them down and everything. And nobody wants to do that. It's a horrible thing. Like, I've had to do it for a pup before, and it's very sad. But it is like, I think it should go the other way. Because every man in here got a boy where you like, he don't have no quality of life. Steve life in shambles, all right? Sheila left him, she not coming back. She happier now that she don't have him. So I think I gotta put my boy down. You take Steve to Disneyland and he just having a great day, you like, all right. I know.
So then after that, I go to the arcade, and this is actually where it gets like very sad. So there's a Dave and Buster's in this mall. There's another arcade, I think, with another name that's like brandish, but I don't remember what it is. And then there was just
Jesters.
Something like, it was like, it honestly, I couldn't tell you because I just kept passing it because I didn't want to go in that one. For some reason, I was just like, I don't think they have good games in there. And then I walk into the arcade that's near the comedy club, and almost everything needs 2 people. Like
Aww.
I even did the basketball one.
By myself. Just a sad montage of Josh at 2-player arcade machines.
This is what ends up happening, though. I'm like, I'm essentially like trying to do everything that I can that's solo, but I'm also the only one in the arcade, and there's only one guy working the arcade, so he's just watching me go from game to game playing by myself. like I'm I walk in and I'm like, hey man, so how does it work? Like, do I pay you or what? And he's like,
first go make some friends.
yeah. First come back with people. So then I'm like, hey, how's it work? Do I pay you or what? And he's like, you can if you want, but there's a machine over there that just, it's a card that you load and stuff. And starts explaining to me. So it works just like Dave and Buster's.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm like, I'm playing the basketball one where the rim just keeps like going forward and backwards. And I get in one. Like in the entire round, I get in one basket because like my aim just every time was off because I was trying to guess where the rim would go. And then every time I try to play again, it says waiting for more players and it makes me wait for 30 seconds. Just to remind me that I'm by myself.
Yeah. Yeah, surely no one would play this alone.
Yeah.
Let your friends tag in, yeah.
That's why there's another basketball goal right next to this one, because it's supposed to be a competitive game. And then I did the punch. They had the punch one where you test the strength of your punch. What? That is the game.
I wasn't laughing at your description. That is seeing just someone do that by themselves with no one around them.
Yeah.
It's just
I probably
like,
look slow. Like
here's a lonely, angry man who wanted to just punch something.
It would be funny if that dude was filming me and he's just like Incel's day out. It's just me at the arcade. Just punching the knockout machine. I just wanted to say 999 so bad. And even though I'm getting angrier, I can't seem to punch harder.
Ooh, it's going to be hard not to title this one Incel Stay Out.
And so,
my friends didn't show up.
I'm like cranking it too. First of all, I play it. Admittedly, I play it too many times. Like I play it like I have a problem. This is my only outlet. Swipe. Oh!
Yeah, like you just came from a court hearing. Gotta go work this out right now.
Yeah, I'm furious that I won custody.
Yeah. Yeah, like the kids in the car.
Kids in the car. Bump. How do I keep still getting like halfway? I'm so mad. I should be knocking this thing through the roof. So,
man,
I play it way too many times. And then there's air hockey, and I had a moment of silence for how I would have dusted your ass if you had been there. And
yeah, I mean, when you're by yourself, you can really have fantasies like that because you wouldn't have to face reality.
Kid, let me tell you, all right? I would have sunned you, okay? I would have beat you so bad that I would have had to buy you the baseball cap with the fan on top. All right?
You would have played that punch machine way more times to work out the frustration from getting your ass ruined.
No. You, yourself, you, sir, Logan, the individual in front of me, you, yes, you.
Me, sure.
Would have
the guy who's really good at air hockey?
Screaming with how much you would have been losing.
Well, I always scream when I'm victorious. Like, put my hands up.
Losing.
I'm not familiar with that term because it doesn't happen when I'm around you.
That's very cute, but we both know that you would have been destroyed. Anyway.
Okay. I'm just saying you were lucky you were by yourself.
Anyway.
I know you were I know you're sounding sad, but you were very lucky to be alone in this situation. Otherwise, I would have ruined your day. Continue.
You would have ruined nothing. My day would have been made from seeing the tears stream through your beard onto the wispy air of that table, watching your tears float like an air hockey puck. So then I must have been there for like an hour because
Jesus.
people finally start showing up, and it just makes it worse. Like, because before I just had to worry about the guy manning the place watching me, being like,
Right.
"Wow, he's really by himself." And if you think it's sad to be by
He's
yourself
not happy about it.
in an arcade,
Yeah.
like the whole of an arcade just to yourself seems like a dream until you realize how many games need another person. So then the only thing,
Especially like a mall arcade, because it's not like old cabinets. It's
Yeah.
like it's those social games. It's not just like, oh, there's a
Exactly.
Galaga. It's not that. It's not like a throwback barcade kind of thing.
Exactly. And so basically, the only thing sadder than being at the arcade by yourself is reloading the card to play more games by yourself. Where you have to reload the card.
I gotta put more money on this card so I can punch this thing more.
I'm telling you, I had to reload the card 3 times because I kept running out of credits. And it feels crazy initially to be like, oh yeah, let me put $50 on this card. Because in your mind, you're like by yourself. You're like, why would I ever spend that much money? Whatever. But then you spend 10, and then you're like, you run out, but it's only been 10 minutes. So then you get another 10.
How much money did you spend it? Did you put 50 on first and then had to reload after that?
No, I kept putting too
Okay.
little.
Oh, okay. Because the way you said it, I got worried for a second that you spent like $150
No.
at this arcade by yourself.
No. I spent at first I got $10 because I also didn't know how
Okay,
much
yeah.
everything would cost. So I'm like, let me not. I might only play a couple games. Let me not put so much on this card that I have stuff left over.
Right.
So
yeah.
then I did 10 and then I did 20 and then I maybe did another 10 or 20. I can't remember. But either way, once people start to show up, it gets so much worse because now people are like straight up on dates. And so now, I'm like trying to play. I'm trying to play games next to people who are like actively on a date. And they're also like teenagers too.
I was
So they're
gonna
not
say,
even
if
like
it's a date, they're kids.
they're not even like other adults, you know? And so it's just me trying to hit clowns with a ball. And then he's doing the ring toss, and she's like, "Yeah, you can do it." And then anytime I even accidentally make eye contact with them, they both look down. Like I'm like actually trying to get away from them as quick as possible, but my game is still going, and I've already swiped the card, so I'm like, "Oh, jeez." And there's also not a big arcade. This arcade is like 2
Right.
rooms. So then there's like
So everyone sees you at all times.
yeah, everyone sees you the whole time. And so then I got on this motorcycle one where they don't explain the game at all. So I'm on the motorcycle and they have the throttle, but they didn't what's the thing that you grip that's like, so you have both handles, one has a throttle, and then
Yeah.
there's a little thing that you clutch. Is it the clutch?
There's like the brake one.
The
and
brake.
then
Okay, yeah.
One of the other. There's usually like a little clutch, like
Yeah.
switch or whatever, but it's not
Okay.
like the handlebar. I think. I don't know. Don't know motorcycles that well. Don't leave a comment. I don't care.
I played the entire thing without using the brakes once, so I kept crashing because
Oh.
I would throttle less, but that's not the same as braking. So then I was just crashing horribly, and I'm swinging because it was one of the ones you can lean with, and so I'm like swinging and crashing into stuff, and I'm getting really frustrated. And then there's just like a group of kids behind me because they're waiting to play it together. It's like it was horrible. It
And then you get off and go to the punch game again. Ah!
honestly, it was like, so then I did play the punch game after that because I was like, at least this one you're supposed to like do alone and like no one can judge you and stuff.
No, that second part's not true. That second part's not true of that game.
And so then I played that one a few too many extra times with witnesses there. And
Jesus, John.
And then it was actually kind of funny because when I started playing this other game, remember when we went to the arcade? This would have been years ago, I guess. But there was that drop game where you drop the balls into the cups and you try to get all 50 balls into the 50 cups as they rotate.
I don't know if I remember that game.
Do you remember this? It's like you hit a button and the ball drops per time you hit the button.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay.
So I'm playing that one. From that one, you can kind of still see the punching bag game. And this kid, I felt better about my experience playing it because even if I seem like a crazy person, this kid fully missed. I don't even know how he missed. But he reared back to swing, and like in one of those viral videos, he just fully misses.
Nice.
And then hits it with his head, so it barely goes up. Like it he got like a 7.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I'm not the only one who's awkward here. That's nice. You know?
I mean, he's got the excuse of being a teenager, but
whatever.
I don't know if y'all saw what's been going on in the House of Representatives, but they had it out. Ooh, that was better than Real Housewives. I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty good. Okay, in case you didn't see what happened, basically they were having a committee hearing, and I don't really know how they work. They use certain rules of order where they're like point of order, you know, and there's like this moderator that doesn't do his job and stuff. And basically, Representative, I think her name was Jasmine Crockett, said to Marjorie Taylor Greene, she's like, do you know what we're talking about right now? Do you know what we're here for? And then Marjorie Taylor Greene said, I do know what we're here for. Do you know what we're here for? Because those fake eyelashes might be messing up your reading. And immediately, everyone had a reaction, and AOC was the one to be like, hey, can we strike this from the record? You can't do this. Like, this is crazy. You're not supposed to engage in personal attacks on appearance or personality during a hearing. Like, you have to have some form of order, right? And then the person that runs the committee that doesn't do his job was just sort of ignoring her. So then, you know, they let it go. But before that, you know, Marjorie Taylor turns to AOC and she's like, did I hurt your feelings or something? And then AOC said, girl, no. Baby girl, no. In case you aren't familiar, all right, a girl followed by a baby girl is equivalent to showing a Glock. I've never had a woman tell another woman in front of me, girl, baby girl, without something happening next. That's because it's such gentle language. Because it's two women talking to each other. So girl implies like my girl, hey girl, you know what I mean? Girl, and then baby girl. Baby girl is smaller than girl. Baby girl comes from an even gentler place, but is somehow much more violent. Baby girl. I'll put it this way. Girl is hair. Girl is, you know, snatching up someone by their hair. Baby girl is choke. Baby girl is hands around the throat. One hand is baby, the other is girl. Baby girl. Whew. And then later, Representative Jasmine just asked the leader, the one who doesn't do his job. She was like, hey, I just want to check, just so I know the rules. I want to check if I were to say something about somebody's beach, blonde, bad built, botched body. And
To be fair, look, I wasn't there. I don't know exactly what she said, because some people are like, bad beach blonde, bad built butch body, or beach blonde, bad built botched body. Either way, it's a bop. Either way. It's rare, and that was like kind of off the dome. That was incredible. That was one of those things where I was reading it. I've never read like a news magazine before and been like, beach blonde, bad built butch body. Man, get Metro Boomin on that one. That's crazy. So I don't know exactly what she said, but she was like, if I were to mention somebody's beach blonde, bad built, botch body, would that be engaging in personality attacks? And then a bunch of people on the Republican side made the same noise as the Democratic side before. And then they were like, this is not the time, blah, blah. And then Jasmine was like, no. Because y'all love to dish it out, but you can't take it. And then the article ended. And I was like, that's the problem with journalism today. That's what... Now I gotta go watch C-SPAN to see how it ended. I feel like one of the main things that I miss from being a kid is ooh. Do y'all remember ooh? Do y'all remember like ooh? What an incredible experience. Ooh is beautiful. You know what's so beautiful about it? It's one of those like communal experiences. No one teaches you how to do ooh when you're a kid. You know what I mean? No one sits you down and be like, and sometimes you're gonna want to clap, and sometimes you're gonna be like, ooh. Like, no, your parents never give you a talk like that. You just are a kid, and then maybe you're talking in class, everybody's talking in class, and then the teacher gets frustrated, turns around, points out one kid and goes, Mr. Perkins, and then all the kids go, ooh. It's beautiful. It's almost like a religious experience that you're having outside of church, you know what I mean? Everybody knew to do it at the same time. Like starting a good slow clap. When a real slow clap happens, you're like, wow, we really did it, y'all. Ooh is beautiful. And then as you get older, ooh starts to go away a little bit. You know, because we all have different experiences. When you're a kid, most kids have the same general big fears, right? Getting called out in the middle of class, getting embarrassed, something happening, somebody. But as you get older, everything starts to splinter off. Everything goes in different directions, and so one person's ooh is another person's nothing, right? It's very hard as an adult to have an ooh experience, so I treasure them now when I have them. It's beautiful. Like I was walking down the street one day, and I was passing this bar, and there was a woman yelling at her boyfriend to the point that a crowd had gathered. Like it really felt like a street performance, the way that she was taking him to task. And she was like, I had 1 day off, JR. I had 1 day off and you ruined it. And he's like, I'm sorry. No, sorry's not enough. This has happened so many times. I have 1 day off, JR, and you ruined it. And then out of nowhere, she just swung and slapped him, right? Slapped him from everybody, and everybody was like, ooh. And just like that, I was like, wow, I'm back in it. This is incredible. I went to a friend's wedding a while back, and the thing that was amazing to me about this wedding is just how personal it was, right? So it was a smaller wedding, so it wasn't like a huge room or anything, and the groom got his best friend to officiate the wedding, right? And I think that's kind of cool. You know, some people want someone, like if they have it at a church, they want like their pastor to do it, like, but just someone that makes it special, right? And then the couple, they wrote their own vows, which I also thought was pretty cool because it was very specific stuff to them that was like cute and was funny and stuff like that. And you can tell that the friend officiating was nervous because he was holding the mic, but it was like shaking in his hand, everything. It was all very, very sweet, right? And then it got that time to, you know, say like, do you take, and everything. And then, you know, Buddy looks at the groom and says, "Do you take Ashley to be your lawfully wedded wife?" But Ashley was the groom's ex's name. Doesn't it? Doesn't it just feel good to just let it out? Oh. You know, I don't know, admittedly, I don't know much about dating, but I do know white people. And the weather has a real effect on y'all. It's a nice day out, and every person I made eye contact with has told me. Y'all saw the sunlight today. You were delighted. I was outside, and somebody walked up to me outside and was like, "What a day." You know, and maybe it's just the New Yorker, but I was like, "Nah, I know, it's very good." They were like, "Nah, this is great." And in my head, I'm like, does it rain every other day or something? Good to know. No, I was happy for everyone. Everybody was having such a good time. You know, it's like the weather today felt like when your friend wants you to see a movie really bad, and then they watch it with you, but they watching you watch the movie to make sure you're enjoying it as much as. But then you're like, "But I see it," and they're like, "No, but are you paying attention?" It's like, you not paying attention. You looking at me. There were a couple people I was concerned about. You know what I mean? Because there were a couple people. I was at the hotel, you know, I was chilling with Logan. We were about to go get something to eat. And there was one guy that was so happy, he got upset. You know what I mean? Like we saw him, you know, past him on the way out of the elevator. He's like, it's a really nice day. I was like, "Oh, buddy, it sounds like you needed this one. This was... It sounded like one more day of rain, something was gonna happen, all right?" I can see that same dude looking out the window. If I see another drop of rain, everybody dying. Then the clouds broke and he was like, "Yes, yes, yes." Because I was enjoying the weather too. I just didn't feel like I was doing a good enough job. Okay, you know, like when you go to like Six Flags or something and you having fun, but your friend is having the best time ever, to where you're like, "I don't think we at the same place." You know, like y'all both walking up to the line for the Batman ride. And I guess it's just perspective. I guess it's just that when I walk up to the line, I see how long the line is. I'm like, "Oh, we gonna be standing here for 45 minutes. But he's looking up at the ride like, "Batman." I'm like, "Yeah, buddy, yeah. Yeah, Batman, and we'll be there in 45 minutes. Oh. I had a realization that I'm getting older now, and as a man, like as a grown man, I'm actually too old now to get kidnapped. Like if I got snatched on the street and then they held me for ransom, as just, you know, as a man, you'd be like, "Nah, I live with y'all now. Like I can't." You can't send me back. That's too embarrassing. I just got snatched up like I was waiting for my mom after school. Y'all got me. We good. I'm part of the gang now. Don't. kiss. Send me back. Imagine, there's actually a statistic that nobody talks about. Thousands, I'm telling you, thousands of men go missing every year. We don't look, but thousands of men go missing. And I think it was 2021 where men going missing outpaced women going missing, right? And it's like an insane stat. When I was reading it, I didn't believe it. I was like, how is that possible? But I think it's because men know when they get snatched up, they're like, bro, just kill me, because I can't go back now. Imagine you a grown man with a family, right? You a grown man with children, and you got kidnapped, and then you come home and try to be the patriarch of your family, knowing you were a kidnapped man. You know what I mean? Knowing you a diet man, knowing you light. Standing there over your kid, telling him not to talk to strangers, and then your 8-year-old go, well, Dad, between the two of us, I'm not the one that's been snatched up before. I'm not the one that's walking around irresponsibly. I think there are some things that as adults we should let go of. Like the notion that shower sex is even like possible. Like that's... What are we doing? Who are we trying to impress? It's us. We know what we're capable of. And we know exactly how slippery a tub is. Trying to have shower sex is right up there with trying to have sex on a tightrope. You just over here. Hoping you gonna slip and accidentally do something good. Whoever's idea this was is the devil, because what possessed us? What video did we watch where we're like, I can do that too? It's never a good idea, ever. Even if you got the bath mat. Because what people don't tell you about that tub mat, it's got little suction cups at the bottom, but with enough pressure, it will slip right off. And so you standing on it, believing in it. Next thing you know, you wake up concussed. That's one of my greatest fears, to have some sort of, be trying to smash and get some sort of energy that, like, I can do it. And then injure myself and give her the ick for the rest of life. I think if you fall during shower sex, the other person gets an automatic divorce if they want one, because it's already not sexy in the shower. You think you're gonna fall sexy too? It won't happen. One foot gonna go this way, the other foot gonna go that way. You gonna grab the towel rack. Fighting for your life right now. Naked, fighting for your life. Over here swinging legs. I've slipped in the shower by myself and I've screamed every time. Imagine now, we in the shower together. I'm trying to lay down some pipe, all right? And then behind you, you hear, whoa! If I fall during shower sex, I better die. Because the last thing I need is to try to pick myself up with a black eye from hitting my face just right. Going like, you want to try again? Over here concussed. There's just certain things we gotta stop. We gotta let go of. You know? We'd be happier for it.
Because everybody want to tell you about, come back from the honeymoon and give you all the tea, all the sexcapades, young, newlyweds, still spry, still got good knees, good hips. Because we don't talk about the small muscles. Okay, I once tore my right glute trying to get out of the shower. You ever lost your right ass before? It changed everything. I had to sit on a donut. Do you know what it's like to be in your early 20s sitting on a donut? People look at you like something really wrong. People look at you like you barely hanging on. It's devastating. And it was just off of a random movement. I was getting out of the shower and just a little oh, you know what I mean? And at first I didn't think anything of it. Got out of the shower, dried off and everything. And then I went to sit down on the bed. I was like, uh-oh. I genuinely could not been past here. Every night when I went to bed, I just had to fall into bed. Couldn't even get comfortable. I had to get my roommate to lift the covers and let me fall. And then he would cover me up. And I would just be like that until he came and got me. These were horrible circumstances. There was one day, we used to get up around the same time to go to work, and then one day he overslept. I had to scream. I had to scream for him to come get me. This man waking up, realize he late. I hear him in the other room, oh, shit, and then grabbing. I hear all the movements. I hear all the clamoring. He's putting his clothes on and everything. And I'm like, hey. Hey. Heard the door close. I was like, guess I got to call in today. Don't sleep on the small muscles. Okay, take good care of yourself. Don't let somebody pressure you into shower sex you know you're not capable of. It'll even happen where maybe somebody texting, maybe doing a little sexting, right? I like to keep my sexting grounded. Let's not talk about stuff we know is never gonna happen. If you bring up shower sex to me while we are sexting, I will block you. I have no problem doing it. What a weird thing to stand on. No, she cute, but she brought up tubs. I couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. She had to go. I had to kick her to the curb, all right? Anything to do with porcelain, that's too freaky for me. I don't like that. I don't know how you were raised, but I'm a Christian. Do y'all know like a scary kid? Like you can't bring it up because they're like your friend's kid, but you don't want to be left alone with them. Because as soon as everybody leave the room, they look at you, but they can't just look at you. They look at you with their whole body. My friend, okay, so I have a friend who he had a kid, 6, 7 years ago. This kid's gotta be, about 6 or 7. And anytime I go over to their house, kid will be playing or something. And now it's at least at the point that the kid can play video games or something like that. But even when he was just playing with blocks and stuff, my friend would leave the room to go get something. And then the kid would just look at me, but he wouldn't just look at me with his eyes, he'd look at me with his whole body. He would just turn and I was like... And this is what scared me about that, right? Okay, so when I was alone with the kid and he'd be playing with the blocks, he'd be sitting, flipping the blocks and everything, and like knocking them over, building them up, knocking them over, being all cute at everything. And then my friend would leave the room, and he wouldn't just turn on his little butt or something to look at me. He would stand up and turn. But then when his parents came back in, he'd sit back down like he didn't know how to stand. And that was very freaky. Because I would tell them, I'm like, hey, is he like standing up and running around and stuff? And they're like, not yet. So now I know I've been left alone with a demon, because why you only walking to scare me, you know? Didn't matter what it was. As soon as they walked out of the room, he'd pop up. Wouldn't even talk baby to me, just be like, I don't know what he wants. There was one time I was at their house and he was like in front of the TV, and then I went to the kitchen and they were, I don't know where they were, but then out of nowhere I turned in the kitchen and he's standing at the kitchen door, and I'm not gonna lie, I shouldn't even admit this, but just out of panic I almost punted that kid. I almost like, imagine, just please imagine for me that you going around the house just doing your regular thing, right? And then out of nowhere, a child that no one thinks can walk is just standing behind you. I was like, what in the boss baby is happening right now? I'm very excited to see Dune 2. Because I think it's going to be a phenomenal movie. A lot of people like Dune, and I haven't heard anyone who saw Dune 2 have a bad thing to say about it. And I know it's a good movie because it's a good story. And I know it's a good story because growing up, it was the only time that I ever saw a dumb kid with a thick book. Dune is very thick. And they were always a bookmark deep into that book. Deeper than you can get in the Bible. Like the Dune might have more pages now that I think about it. And they would always finish it. I'm like, this must be an incredible story, you know? As adults, I think that we see the world in an objective way. Because we're old enough now to have enough discernment to pull information in and decide how we feel about it, right? But I don't think that we see the world objectively, because I think by the time you're an adult, it's not that it's too late, but just too much has happened. You got too many biases, you have so much trauma, you have a lens you see the world through. That's why the only people who I think see the world the way it is are kids. Because they don't have all those filters, there's no like veil yet. That's why they take things so literally. You know, they'll be like, that's what you said, that must be what it is, right? Like when I was growing up, when I was learning to read, I was in class with a kid who misunderstood the meaning of sound it out, right? So instead of going ch, 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 chair, right? He would go, ooh! Chair. And that kid finished Dune. All right. I can't even judge him though, because I did the same thing in a different way. You know, when I was little, I played t-ball for a little while, and when we were playing t-ball, you know, coach, parents, everybody would say, keep your eye on the ball. Keep your eye on the ball, right? And I took it literally. Keep your eye on the ball. Now, we didn't have a big league of kids, and so sometimes we had to play the same team a couple times in one year, right? And there was one kid that really shouldn't have been playing. I don't know how many times he had been held back, but this was an adult. This was... You know that thing they talk about people always trying to do in the World Series? They were doing it in my local T-ball league, okay? This kid looked like he had a full-time job, and he would come up to the plate And he was so good. Like, on top of being big, he was good. And, you know, T would be right here, the ball would be right here. And he always managed to, like, crack the ball, not just, like, over, not just up, but, like, up. Like really, like, truly under to pop it up into the air, right? And I remember one time he did it. One time you could hear it. Hear the pop off that metal bat and the ball flying into the air. And I was keeping my eye on the ball. And the ball looked like it was gonna go into space. It got hard to keep my eye on the ball for a second, because, like, the clouds are white, the ball is white, and the ball is in the clouds. And then it starts to come down a little bit. I'm like, oh, I see it, okay. And I keep my eye on the ball. And then it's getting closer. But I keep my eye on the ball. And then it gets so close, I'm a little concerned, but like my coaches and my parents have been telling me, I keep my eye on the ball. And then the ball is in my eye. No one ever said catch the ball. They said keep your eye on the ball was the most important thing, and that's what I did. So then I crash to the ground, and he gets a home run because I'm laying next to the ball.
Mira.